G'day, I'm David G, Sheshnag Yoga Center. What on earth is Kundalini? This video is just a little insight into my own psyche. I don't know whether it's my subconscious addiction pattern that I run, but I run this program to do with addiction, and whether that's like sex, pot, porn, victimization, chocolate, Kundalini knowledge, whatever it is. There's some part of me that grabs a hold of something and just gets as much of it as I can. So one of the things that I do is I might listen to a podcast, and then something might be really relevant, like a 5-minute segment of that whole hour podcast might be really relevant. So then I might grab that bit of relevance and then investigate it in my own life. So the other day I was listening to about a guy talking about a book about reclaiming masculinity, and then he was in this discussion with people on the podcast to do with how masculinity is embodied within our culture. And I understand, being an anatomical philosopher, that masculinity is sort of a weird word. I've done a video on masculinity and femininity and how it's really physiological rather than anatomical. So the masculinity in our culture, he's talking about, is embodied within the male gender, and it's to do with the power dominance or the male's assertiveness within the household. He talked about the power dominance and how it's fluctuating, and how he as a coach has experienced that men are confused with their role in society and their household, and how they don't actually have any confidence to fulfill a role that they don't know about. So it was really beautiful to listen, and then I grabbed a hold of it and been investigating it since. And then he also talked about how most men would move mountains to please their consort or their loved one. And it's true. Most men that I know, and myself included, mainly want one thing: the person that we love the most in the world to be happy. So we spend a lot of time going around pleasing them. I fall prey to the experience sometimes of not being strong enough in myself and then try and please her. But ultimately, if I please myself, then she's pleased a little bit more. So I might be doing something, she might call out from another room, I'll stop what I'm doing and go and help her, hoping that she'll be pleased with what she's doing. In actual fact, I'm compromising my own integrity and what I'm on task to do at that point in time, instead of saying solidly and in power, go, okay, I'll be there in a minute. I'll drop everything and go. And that's a pattern I run because my dad's similar. That's the energy I've been exposed to. I don't want to repattern myself into some cardboard cutout of a man that's portrayed in society as perfect. I want to be me, because this is a physical reality for me, and energetically I absorb and express certain energies. So there's a part of me that's grabbed onto this power fluctuation experience within society, and really appreciated how men are ultimately weak in their own masculinity, and there's a lot of healing to do with the masculine energy at the moment, and coming into an experience within the male body of a lot more solidness, a lot more assuredness, a lot more appreciation of their own sensitivity, communication of their feelings, but from a solid point. Like, yeah, well, okay, I can express this and this, and I can feel this. I can fluctuate in my emotions. I'm allowed to express anger in a healthy form. I can express sadness in a healthy form. I can express all of my emotions in a healthy way. So there's a massive healing of the masculine energy on the planet, as well as the polarities of physiologically expressing life through the left brain hemisphere or the right brain hemisphere, to do with being in your masculine, extroverted, assertive, on purpose, right side of brain, feminine, creative, intuitive, introverted. They're all just physiological expressions of the framework of the human being. I just wanted to talk about me stepping into a healthy expression of the masculine, and how I'm on par and I'm on the wave to do with the healing of the masculine at the moment. And it's a very exciting generational experience for me, because for several generations there was strong patriarchy. Now for the last 30, 50 years, there's been a rise in feminism to do with empowering the woman to bring them up to equal energetically and emotionally. Who knows where the variance lies? But we're coming through this massive healing process to be seen as equal and fall into our traditional roles and our traditional expressions, but also be full and complete within ourselves as we do that. So I thought it was a beautiful podcast. And I like the guy's passion. His name's Michael Loria, and he's written a book called Forging Excalibur, Reclaiming Your Masculinity. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it might be your shot of whiskey. Might be Zambuca if you prefer that. So there you go. Just me grabbing a hold of it, and then I just watch it rather than go into it too much. I don't let it beat me up. I don't grab it and beat myself with it. I grab it and open it up, and like a TV screen, it's got many layers, so I like to go through the colours of it, see the dynamics and how it originates in my life, how it's expressed in my life, and how it's embodied in my life. There you go. You can use that line. Originates, expressed, embodied. Share the world, sheshnag.com. What on earth is Kundalini? Peace.